we all got good ideas inside of us. We all kind of look at what's happening around in the world and thinking, hell, why didn't I do that? And that's all about the idea, about the innovation, about getting out there and actually making it happen. Sometimes we get put off by the fact that there isn't any finance for our work. Sometimes we need capital to be able to get that off the ground. But maybe that's an issue. We chat to Vanessa Olver from BCX about what they can do to be able to get your business off the ground. At My World of Tomorrow, lots of investors are going to be walking around with those checkbooks. So let's check out what that means.
Some of the biggest inhibitors to innovation, and especially on the African continent, would be, and if you take it into a corporate environment, is that we sometimes more internally focused than outwardly focused. And what does that mean? Well, we're not really thinking about what's our client pain points. And so what are the solutions that we can develop to resolve some of these client pain points? Also, we don't create an innovative entrepreneurial culture within an organization. We don't incentivize people to go out of their way, to create different ideas or solutions. And a lot of our own internal people have a lot of those answers. So it's not all about financial, where's the backing, where's the finances behind all of this? Some of the challenges around finances is if you don't have a product that you believe in and if you don't have a solid business plan. Because South Africa does have a lot of joint venture capital companies. Some of the banks are actually very good at it. They're saying X amount of your day needs to be put aside for some quiet time, and you go away and think of innovative ways to solve a process or a problem or a particular challenge that might be in the workplace. And we've got certain innovators like Barclays which are saying, okay, so what's the next financial institution platform? Because the stuff that they have is old legacy product right now. So what can a whole lot of people collectively do on the African continent to transform that? What can we do to have a banking light product at the end of the day? So I think corporates need to pay a lot more focus, and that's public sector as well as private sector, on the opportunities that they give their employees to come up with this creativity. They can incentivize them. They can say that we could trademark and patent them and pay you royalties at the end of the day. That's what a lot of international companies do as well. So, there's a little bit of a bang for your buck at the end of the day. I think a lot of people who can't find funding, might not know where to go. And so therefore, it is incumbent on private sector and public sector companies to help them. And that's where Business Connection has come up with the My World of Tomorrow conference. It's to bring that innovative thinking to a platform, for there to be knowledge sharing, for other players to see the ideas and the thinking, and for them in turn to possibly help fund these particular initiatives. A lot of people also don't have the financial acumen and backing. So, if you've got a hot, innovative idea, make sure you can take it to a friend who's an accountant or somebody that can help you build a substantial business plan. Because you can believe in your product heart and soul. If you haven't done your homework in the areas of how's this going to work out financially, or how's this going to be out in the marketplace from a risk perspective, or have we thought about security? If you haven't covered all of those, the banks are going to throw that out either way. But don't lose heart, because there is the venture capital market. And we have a great local venture capital market, and there are lots of international investors wanting to invest in Africa. But the reality is, they want a return for their money. So think about it. If you and I are both creatives, and let's maybe talk about us being in the art industry, I would have no clue what to do from an accounting perspective. So an incubator is going to help put that governance, those structures, those processes in place. They're going to help you finish your product because you might have got it 90% there. So they're going to bring a host of other different skills. It gives you the opportunity to interact and test your product with other people because you're in a pool of sort of like-minded people. So definitely incubation is a great help, and they bring different ideas and different skill sets that not one individual has. I wish I had all the skill sets in the world. I'm an accountant. To have IT skills, I need a whole lot of IT people. So that's the reality. If there's one thing is, don't give up. But number one, do your homework, okay? make sure you believe hand and heart about your own product, okay? Because if you don't believe it, nobody else is going to believe in you. Make sure that you have thought through everything when it comes to a particular product. And again, people seem to neglect the things they don't like working on. Finances. So go and find an accountant that go and monetize this. Basically show an investor that there is huge returns at the end of the day. They might not be there in the first 12 months, but if you can demonstrate within 18 to 24 months that they're going to make a return on their money, I can tell you now you're going to have local investors and international investors clamoring for your product. So if I had to give you 3 words of advice, do your homework. Make sure you have covered your product from beginning to end. Be very, very confident about your own product and never give up. We've got awesome people that are coming to showcase the innovation, number one. So I think you need that, and if you don't have that as a platform, My World of Tomorrow shouldn't exist. So we really have some phenomenal people coming to showcase, and we have people across the African continent, and that's really important to us as well. This is not just about South Africa, it's about what Africans have to display. And we do have banks that we have invited to attend, and we also have a number of reputable investors, so the likes of Visio, for argument's sake, people that we've also invited to the conference. So these are people where you can really definitely influence and showcase your innovation. So yes, we are bringing the funders, the innovators, both together under one roof, and let's hope the checkbooks are there and the money is flowing, because that is the idea.